Again, you wonder what Gendt's doing here as Van der Poel and Girmay take a little gap there just with their bike handling.
Yes, and poor Guillaume Martin. Every time they go downhill, you know, there's a number of lengths to make up. Even just a corner when they go around, he seemed to have 2, 3, 4 bike lengths every time to make that effort. And that is so difficult at the end of a day when the legs are really starting to shout at you.
Don't look back, guys, because twisting and turning, they're coming. 14 seconds at the last count. 3 kilometers remain. A reminder that we have the 2 men in the red and white, Thomas Gendt and Harm Verhoeven. The man in the purple, the Italian Davide Gabburro, and the Spaniard at the back here, in a city that was once ruled by the Spanish kings, Jorge Arcas in the navy blue. Chasing on, Van der Poel and Girmay, and a little bit further back these two. And that's with Mauro Schmidt in the middle. So the 5-man chase has come apart now to him. It's just a question as to whether Girmay and Van der Poel can do something very special.
Yes, and it came apart for a number of the riders there on the descent. And, you know, Guillaume Martin was making the effort on the climb for quite a bit there. But, you know, Van der Poel and Girmay, they just go downhill at such a rate, and the others. And you can see Schmidt as well, you know, having difficulty. That tells the way they're just really taking the full risk on the downhill.
Little chat there between Gabburro and Gendt. They're down to 9 seconds now. Goes to 11, just over 2.2 kilometers to go. This is nail-biting stuff at the end of a brilliant stage yet in the Giro D'Italia. They have them in their sights. Van der Poel and Girmay have to work together and just agree to sprint it out at the end.
Yes, well, this is a good situation for the two chasers, because if they contribute equally together and really dig in, they haven't got the other ones sitting at the wheel. When you're a bigger group, as it was 5, that could be a problem, because there's always 1 or 2 will want to sit on, but now they're working real well together and they're coming back pretty rapidly.
9 seconds, the crowds are 10, 11, 12, umpteen people deep either side. 1.5 Ks to go for the two chasers. 9 seconds in a rear, maybe less now. Verhoeven takes it up at the front. It's been all to Gendt till now. Gabburro's just sat there on the wheel. Arcas tightens up the shoe for what might be the sprint of his life. A reminder that 3 of these riders have never ever won a professional bike race. Some of the teams haven't won for years. Mathieu Van der Poel won on day 1. Biniam Girmay is carrying the hopes of a continent. So much at stake into this big 180-degree turn. It's a handful of seconds for the quartet at the front. Napoli playing host to a brilliant stage 8 of the Giro D'Italia, and it's all about to be played out. 3.5 hours of brilliant full gas riding. They see the seafront, they see the final 800 meters. It's a little bit of a headwind coming in here. It's Verhoeven who's on the front. Gendt, who looks like he might be about to go for it, tightens his own shoe. Gabburro waits and waits. Behind it's Girmay and Van der Poel. I'm not sure they're going to get there in time now. It's going to be these 4 at the front. Are we going to have a new winner? Is it going to be Thomas Gendt? 10 years after his fairy tale story on the Stelvio. They look around at each other behind. They won't be a factor. The Eritrean flag flies, but they're going to be disappointed today. It's the Belgians, the Italians, or the Spaniards. 300 meters, 250 to go. Arcas waits at the back, and here goes Thomas Gendt. Gendt at the front, Gendt going. Gendt in the red is still there. Here comes Arcas behind, but Thomas Gendt stays at the front. Thomas Gendt sees the line. Thomas D'Italia. Gendt bookends a dream decade of breakaway racing. Lotto Soudal have their stage win. Those who are in the fight with them don't quite make it to the line. Van der Poel sits up, Girmay with yet another top 5, but the day belongs to Thomas Gendt in sensational style. From the mountains in the north and the Stelvio, all the way down to the hustle and bustle of Naples, Gendt has done it in 2 very different ways. He's a Grand Tour stage winner again, Sean.
Yes, and what a final there, and we could see, you know, his team